Okay, and this video is another challenge, and this video sort of continues from the last video. So hopefully you didn't delete any of that code, and yeah. So what I want you to do is I want you to sort of extend the company object that we had. We had a company object, and we had a function called create new product, and there's a few things I want you to change about the object. So the first thing is the products list. In the last video, the products list was just string values. So there was iPhone and Macintosh. I want you to change that so each value in the products array is actually an object. And each object should have a name and a year. So instead of just storing iPhone, you will store iPhone and 2007 in an object. So hopefully you could do that. And it's like this. Here you can see I'm calling create new project, but create new product I mean. But instead of just passing in a string, I'm passing in an object, and the object has a name of what you want the product to be called, and then a year, the year that the product was released. And this actually shouldn't have quotes around it. And also make a function called fire CEO, which just makes the CEO value of the company equal to null. And also that function at the end should return the value of CEO, which is going to be null because that's what the function's doing. And also make another function called hire CEO, which takes in an argument, a name of a person, and then sets the value of CEO to be the name that you pass in. So you could see these working right here. So if I say company, actually this isn't going to work right now because my code up here is the same as how it ended off last video. So you should pause the video and try to do this yourself. Again, just update the products list to be objects instead of just strings. Make a fire CEO function and a hire CEO function. And it doesn't need to be perfect. It doesn't need to look the exact same as mine. Just do your best. Try to implement your own functionality. Just try it. Okay, so I'm going to show you how I would do it. So for products, let's start off by making it empty. And you want to have two values in there. And it's going to be objects this time. So let's do this. Two objects. And there's going to be a name and a year. 2007. And the name is iPhone. And the second one, let's make this smaller here. And the second one is, actually let's collapse it. Whoops, what did I do wrong here? Right, this should be down here like this. Okay, so this is a lot easier to read now. You could have just kept this all in one line, but it's just easier to read now. If we click run, these functions aren't going to work yet. But this works perfect. So I didn't even have to change anything but the create new product. It's still, actually this should probably just say product instead of product name. But other than that, it works perfectly. Okay, so now for the fire CEO is equal to function, and there needs to be a comma there, and then just make this dot CEO is equal to null, and then return this.ceo. Null. And you could also console.log fire CEO. Create product, fire CEO, and null. Okay. One more. Hire CEO. It's equal to function. Let's make this be equal to CEO. This.ceo is equal to CEO. And this should also return this.ceo. And console.log hiring CEO. Okay, let's see this now. So hiring CEO, and then it returns the current CEO. And if at the end of it all you get the value of CEO, it will be updated, because that's what you're doing right here. You're changing the object values itself. And also, because this is a const, you can't change the value of company. You could change the values inside the object, but you can't say company is equal to, like, this won't work because you're assigning to it. You could change the values inside it, like you could change the name, but you can't change the fact that company is this object. Okay, so that's it for this video. Hopefully you were able to do that, and I will see you in the next video.